Hey everybody, welcome to this episode of Film Club. Today we watched the movie Maggie, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger and Abigail Breslin from The Hunger Games, I think. Or something. She was in like something before this.
Little Miss Sunshine.
Yeah, Little Miss Sunshine. Oscar nominated.
I think I like the idea of it. I mean, it shows like a new light on like this, like the whole zombie genre. Like, you know, it shows like the real like sentimental side to it. I think it just like the way he executed it. It was just a complete. I don't know. There was a lot of other ways he could have done it, better ways.
Yeah.
But the idea of it is pretty cool. I mean, you know, it's see someone like throughout the journey of like the loved ones. You know, you see their perspective of it. It's a cool idea. Cool idea. Bad execution.
I've actually watched the film once already, but watching it the second time around, I got to see some more and understand the message of the film more. Maggie's kind of like a commentary on how a society and humanity treats the ill and the sick. Like, makes me think of the Ebola spread that happened very recently. When people found out that there was someone infected in Dallas, and then there was that nurse that was around the infected, and she went outdoors and was willing to live her life, but people reacted badly and wanted her to be in quarantine, even though she wasn't showing any evident signs of Ebola infection.
That was okay. That was kind of flawed, like you said. Yeah, I like that there was a new take on the zombie genre. Like, you saw like a window into this family, and yeah, you saw like close up of what it would actually do and to people you're close with and stuff like that. I'm not so sure about that ending. It's kind of...
To me, this like you said, there are other movies and even like TV shows. Like there's this really good TV show on BBC. It just ended its second season. It's really amazing at taking the concept of a zombie apocalypse and having a new spin on it. I think it's called Under the Skin or something.
Like Flesh.
Yeah.
Flesh.
In the Flesh?
That was, I think it's just The Flesh.
Yeah, something like that. But it's a really good show. I think each season is only like 3 episodes, but the episodes are like an hour each. I would definitely recommend that above this movie. There's a certain point when I watched this movie and I started thinking about, you know, what if this wasn't about a zombie epidemic? If this was just about some other illness, and because it really wasn't about the zombies in the first place. That's not at the forefront of this film, and what I kind of realized is that it took some of the themes from like the first scene and just elongated it throughout the entire movie. I think this probably would have functioned better if it was a short film, or maybe if it kind of switched it up, like maybe if it showed a different family in order to give us a chance to breathe, or maybe because what I felt, the entire movie was really intense. But it was the same level of intensity throughout. It never like gave you a chance to breathe.
You got there a little bit, like at the bonfire.
Mm-hmm.
That was still an intense
that was
scene.
like a change of like a scene, more than scenery, more like a change of like the way the movie was rolling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it was just like completely depressing, and it was like a good point. Yeah.
Yeah, and I kind of I felt like I knew what was going to happen, and I kept expecting the movie to surprise me, but it never did, and that is really a negative aspect if a movie doesn't do that.
I guess what really what made it seem phony also is the casting. I don't know. It wasn't good casting, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, maybe Arnold Schwarzenegger wasn't the best choice as the dad,
Yeah.
but it was nice to see a whole new part of his acting.
Yeah, that's very true also, but
I think he pulled it off. It still would have been better with someone else.
yeah. I like the idea that you said if there was like more families, like if they showed like the perspective of like different families, because they could have really done more with that, the whole more families thing.
Like that trinket.
Oh yeah. No, actually that's true.
We lost a lot of people during this screening, and I don't blame them. I could have left in the middle and then come back and not really miss anything.
I took a nap.
When I first watched this, I was actually washing the dishes.
Oh yeah.
It was nice to see Bonnie's family, because it was actually a glimpse into the future of what Wade would have to do. He was kind of faced with the very possible fact that he would have to maybe put down his daughter or allow himself to be infected.
Anybody catch the kind of Kevorkian right to die subtext? Terry Schiavo.
I thought it was effective that the stepmom and the dad were very much in disagreement on what to do with the daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And the mom wants to take her off to quarantine. The dad's like, oh, she says she's fine.
He can't let her go. Would it have and it made a better ending if like he was able to bring himself to put her down, or that she like chose to end it herself?
I feel like it would have made a good middle.
I think the ending was a cop-out, yeah.
Yeah.
We did kind of see that close-up shot of him grasping the shotgun while like she was leaning down though, and then picking up the shell. Maybe he was on his way. But
I don't know if it was in the middle though. Like, I mean, you can say like that it would just be like revert back to like the beginning, like well, not the beginning, but remember the other family, that Bonnie's family. I guess it would be like just like an elaboration of that, pretty much, like the post death. I don't know. I would probably like just be a rerun. I don't think people would want to see that.
Yeah, that's what we thought about Maggie. I wasn't super into it, but maybe you'll like it. Give it a look-see and see if you agree with us. And we'll see you next time, I guess.